Hello, everybody. How are you? Loving being on this page again. So today we've got me, which is Alli, and I'm the Authentic Medium, and it's a delight to be here. Please do follow me on Facebook. Send me an email, connect if you enjoy the session. There's so many good readers on here. It's a really good resource. So hello. Tell me where you're from. We're going to be doing an hour of evidential mediumship till just after 3. And I always enjoy being here. So I'm usually here every 2 weeks. So hello, Cornelia. Hello, Tani, hello, darling, all the way from Australia. Amazing. I do love to hear all the different places people come. The one good thing about the internet is it connects us, doesn't it? It doesn't matter where we live, what we do. So hello, Jamie. Hello, Hannah. How are you, darling? How are you? Hannah is she runs Diamond Wolf Crystals. So if anyone loves their crystals, check out her page, guys. Cornelia, hello. Cornelia, you're in Bournemouth. Cornelia, I am just sorting out coming to Bournemouth to do an evening of mediumship. I think it's going to be on the either the Friday or Saturday. I can't remember the date, but it's either the 8th or 9th of August. I'll be in Winton. I don't know if you know Winton, the Royal British Legion. So yeah, I'll be there in person. So that will be good. Hello, Danny. Hello, Charlene. Hello. Bless you. Tony Brennan. Is Tony in here? Is Tony in here? I don't recognize her. Thing, or maybe you're tagging her. Suicide Bottom, I'd love to hear from Spirit, please. Okay, so how I work, I'm slightly different to other mediums. We all work differently. I like to do what I call throw out mediumship, because that means I'm not choosing, I'm not influencing who gets a read. So how it works is like this. I connect with Spirit. I will bring forward 3 or 4 bits of evidence. If you understand all of it for somebody that you love in Spirit, I need you to put your name or yes in the comments. If you understand a little bit of it and nobody can take all of it, then speak up too. It's my job as the medium then to keep going with the evidence till we have one person left, and then we get them their message from their spirit loved one. I can work direct. It's not that I can't do it. It's just I really prefer working in this way, because I kind of feel like then Spirit are in charge of who comes through, rather than me go, oh, I like that person, or I'm drawn to that name. It's just my preference. There's nothing wrong with any different way of working, but that's how the cookie goes round here. So let us see. You're close to Winton, Cornelia. That would be amazing. I'm going to put the details on my webpage, so and my Facebook page. So my Facebook's Authentic Medium. My web page is authenticmedium.co.uk, and I'm DMing on TikTok a lot now, guys. I used to be on every day. Probably can't say that because the last 2 weeks I've not been on every day, but most days I'm there. So if that's free, so if you like watching, then find me there. Okay, right, let's get on with the show. Let's get on and see who is around. And immediately I go to Spirit. I feel like there's a gentleman with me. I feel like he's older, not in the sense of 80s, 90s, but I do feel like he's past 60. So he's certainly he's saying in the good years of his life. So he's certainly slightly older. I don't know that he's been past that long, actually. I feel like it might be even in the last year, but we'll see. Maybe his energy's just bright. I feel like he is married, and I feel like he has a family, and I feel like the marriage was a long one. So who understands this? Anybody understanding what I'm saying? Hello, Mariette. Hello, Lindsay. If you understand, now there's always a bit of a delay in the comments, guys. Stacey does an amazing job connecting it up and pinning them on screen. But we do have to do a little bit of filling while I wait for people to reply. So, Charlene, you understand it for your granddad. And Sue, it sounds like your hubby. Okay, so Sue and Charlene, can you both understand that he will have passed in this last year? I feel like it's in the last year rather than a long time ago. I just want to check that bit of married. Okay, and Cornelia, Alli, my husband passed 2.5 months ago, married for 55 years. Yes, okay. I feel like it is a husband rather than a granddad. So I feel like Cornelia and Sue, let's just get some more evidence from him and see if we can pin him down. Let's see if we can pin him down. Okay, so let's see. You would understand that there are grandchildren. I feel like he's making it clear that he's your husband, but there are grandchildren. So Sue and Cornelia, does that rule any of you out? Amazing being married for that long. Amazing. That's just awesome. Now let's see what else we're going for. I feel like 3 grandchildren. I'm asking him for something that he enjoyed, and I know that this man before he started to feel a little bit poorly, I know that he enjoyed his food, and I know that he's showing me fish and chips. So Sue, so you can both take the grandchildren. Okay, let's see if we can do you understand him enjoying his food? But I mean proper food, not like fancy food. He's not fancy footsteps here. He's not one of these Michelin star taste people, and nothing against that. That's marvelous if that's your thing. He's more wholesome food, and he's showing me fish and chips. So which one of you understands that he would love his fish and chips? Okay, so Sue understands the fish and chips. Cornelia, do you understand fish and chips specifically? If not, I'm going to go with Sue and I'll come back to you, Cornelia. He used to cook. Okay. I feel like unless you can take fish and chips as something that he really loved, I'm with Sue, but I will come back. Yes, the fish and chips. Okay, so I need to get more. Let's see. I will separate them out. Because what happens, guys, is they're stood there. So I need them to give me something. Okay, I feel like I want to say that I'm playing dominoes. I don't know if this is with the grandchildren. I feel like I'm just going to say, do either of you understand why I'm talking about dominoes? If you don't, I'm going to lean into it. But I just feel like I don't want to explain it too much more than that. Do either of you understand, or which one of you understands a reference to dominoes? You know, like the old fashioned, like you every night. Okay, thank you. Cornelia, we're with you then. I will come back to you, Sue, my darling. Just wait for Sue. I do feel like it's, he's just showing me the little dominoes. Okay. Loved playing all games. But Sue, can you take a real love specifically for dominoes? If not, I'm with Cornelia. I will come back to you. Will come back to you, but I feel like it's dominoes. He showed me the little tiny, because I tried to stretch it to cards and he was like, no, we need to talk about dominoes. Okay, so Cornelia, let's get a message to you from him. I feel like there's a bubble in my throat, Cornelia, so I'm just going to take that away. So I don't know if you understand something about his basically dominoes. Okay. I want to say, what did I want to say then? Sue, I'm going to come back to you, darling. I just feel like the energy's with Cornelia right now. I will come back to you, I promise. We will bring him through, but I just want to work this with Cornelia. Would you understand something catching his throat? Or something with his breathing? I just feel like there's something something with his breath, and I needed to clear. I needed to take the breath. Say no if I say anything you don't understand, Cornelia. Just wait, there's always a bit of a delay, guys, in the old comments. Couldn't breathe. Okay, thank you, darling. I feel like what he wants to say to you is he wants to say what an amazing story. I feel like you can't be together for 55 years and it always be a bed of roses and full of romance, but you knew you were solid, in the sense of your story is a long one. Your story is one of, you both knew how to support each other, but you both had your own interests. Would you understand that? I feel like it's like you know each other so well you don't need to talk. Does that make sense? You need a medal. Absolutely you do, after 55 years. And he is recognizing that. I do feel like he's got a bit of a sense of humor, because he's kind of saying wow, you know, but he's also saying wow as in you're amazing. Yeah. Because I know that he wasn't perfect and nobody is perfect. He's very humble in coming forward and saying blimey, you know. But absolutely, there's such a proudness there of your togetherness, of your family, of all that you achieved, of all of the trials and tribulations that you guys went through. And I feel like I want to say to you, you're an independent, strong woman, but that doesn't take away how this has knocked you, because you can't be with somebody for that long and it not to feel like half of you's just disappeared, you know. But he wants to say to you that he sends you so much love, because there was this togetherness, there was this companionship, there was this 55 years together, which is just amazing in anybody's book. And he wants you to remember that you have got this, and you're such early days, my darling, such early days. It's going to feel like some days you can't breathe, you know, just because of the pressure. But he wants you to remember that, you know, you guys were blessed, because some people don't get 5 years together and you had that long time, and that makes it harder, but it also makes it beautiful. And he wants you to know that you're strong, that you've got this. He needs you to know that he's okay. And I feel like it was a bit of a rush in the end. Does that make sense? I feel like there's something about it happening quite rapidly at the end, or unexpectedly at the end. Does that make sense to you, darling? And he wants you to know that he's okay. And he knew everybody was giving him love. And he wants to say thank you to him, to you, for all that you gave him, all the love you gave him, all the support you gave him, because it came as a bit of a shock in the end. Absolutely. And he just wants to say you're a remarkable woman. You're a remarkable woman. And he is honoured, absolutely honoured, to have had his ring on your finger for 55 years. And he needs you to remember that. He needs you to remember the good times, the happy times, and he needs you to remember the admiration that he has. He might not have always been so forthcoming in his praises, but he needs you to know from the bottom of his heart he loves you, and that he wants you to remember the smiles, the laughter, and there were plenty. So keep going. Keep your strength high. Keep your face shining at the sunshine, my darling. And I feel like he just wants to give you a kiss. All right. So I'm going to give you his love and say thank you for working with me, darling. And I am going to go back to the lovely, where are you, my darling? Where are you? Oh, lots of people have come in. Sue Sidebottom. So I'm just going to say hello before I reconnect, Sue, to the people that have come in. So hello, Joe. Hello, Paula. Hello, Charmaine. Hello, Jen. Hello, Mandy. Lovely to have you all with us. Hello, Deborah. Bless you. Hello, Denise. Hello, Bernie. Hopefully we'll get through as many of you as we can. Bless you. Doing the best I can. That's always enough, darling. That's always enough. Hello, Brenda. Hello, Charlene Clark. Hello, Tony Coppins. Let's hope as many people come through as possible. Hello, Jeanette. Hello. He is okay. He is good. He is good. Okay, so Sue, I need to pull through your husband. And the reason I'm doing this, guys, because Sue could take quite a lot of the evidence. And I felt unless I separated them and promised to come through that they wouldn't separate, because they were both eager to get here. They were both eager to say hello. So let's see, Sue, I need you to remember yes or no. Please don't take evidence you can't understand, because it's important I lean into it. So I've got this lovely husband here who has also not passed that long, a little bit longer than the last gentleman, but still in the early days of that journey, because when you've lost a husband 1 year, 2 years, that's still very, very early in the journey. And I want to say, you told me in your reply to Domino's that he loved all games. And I feel like part of the reason for that was the gathering, the engaging, the being together, the chat. I also feel like there's something about a joke about somebody cheating as well. So I feel like there's just a bit of banter going on there as well. Does this make sense? Just 22 months, Sue. Bless you. I feel like there's an element of competitiveness. I feel like, you play games properly, which is lovely. And loved family time. Absolutely. I also want to say, it's like when the grandchildren are around, it's amazing, and he gives it his all. He's not reserved. He's throwing himself into it. He's engaging them, teaching, talking, playing. But when they're gone, it's like, whoa, blimey, they've taken the energy away. Do you understand that? I feel like you both just sort of collapse and say, my goodness, we love them and they're amazing, but geez, for half an hour's quiet. Do you understand me saying that, Sue? I just feel like they're full on, because you give yourselves, because you don't just ignore and expect them to entertain them themselves. He was a great father and papa. Absolutely. Because it's like he thrives on it, because I feel like inside he's still like a little boy himself a little bit. It's like he doesn't feel like his chronological age. He likes to have fun. He likes to hold on to the things that he enjoyed. And they keep him young as well. You'd understand that, my darling. Sue, I want to say there's a great deal of love between the two of you. Would you understand this? I feel like you've got a close relationship. Kirsty, yes, I do Facebook, darling. He was very funny. Absolutely. Because there's nothing that putting a smile on your face doesn't fix, really. If the energy's getting too serious, let's lift it up. Let's make a joke. Let's do. I also feel like he worked quite hard. Would you understand that? I feel like when he was working, he worked hard, darling. And I say when, so I feel like he either wasn't working or planning on giving up work when he passed. Yeah, he adored you. He's just telling me she's a looker. It's a shame she's not up there with you. Very proud to have you on his arm. He liked nothing better than, you know, when you get to dress up a little bit and go somewhere and you two would go in together, because he'd always be so proud you're on his arm. And I want to say, he's an honest bloke. I just feel like what you see is what you get with him. Does that make sense, darling? Just 7 months retired. That's why I kind of felt like he must have just given up work or done. And it's like, that's not fair, is it? Because I feel like he had lots of plans. Would you make sense with that? I feel like you both sort of always assumed, you know, when you're making these things or you're working through your adult life, that you've got so much to come. And it's like, that's even cruel, isn't it? Because just as you guys get more time together, or he gets more time to focus on him, it all goes badly wrong. And I just feel like he wants you to know, I wouldn't change a single day, my darling. I wouldn't change a single thing, because I love you, because I was so honored to have you right by my side. And he's given you lots of kisses. He needs you to know that he's okay. He needs you to know that you need to carry on some of those dreams. You need to tailor them for you. But he wants you to make sure that you still keep having adventures. He wants you to remember those hopes and dreams that you two talked about. He wants you to live for both of you, because he's right there in your pocket, my darling. Okay. And he's given you the biggest hug, sweetheart, the biggest hug. And he's just saying, dry those tears, because I know that 22 months is no time at all. And just keep having the adventure. Absolutely keep going with the adventures. He wants you to do that. I don't know if you're planning a holiday, darling, but I feel like I want to put you somewhere like with sunshine, or somewhere further away from home for a little bit, and that usually means a holiday or a trip somewhere. So I feel like if you're planning something or thinking about something, do it. I just feel like he's saying yes, go for it, because I feel like that's on the list. So I hope that makes sense for you, Sue. And he was determined to come through. Absolutely, 100 million% determined. So you're taking the... Oh, he would love that. He'll be right with you on that, won't he? It's right up his street, he's telling me that is. So he will be with you. Ah, bless you. Right, I'm just going to take a little sip of my drink, and then we will see who else is around. Okay. I'm going to bring through a lady next. And I feel like she's a mum. I feel like there's something with her breathing that's difficult. I'm going to ask her to take that away. I wouldn't even be surprised if she needed support with her breathing or was put on a machine, because I just feel like it's almost like it has to be a bit forced. And I feel like there must be something with her hearing or her ear, because can you see I'm drawn to be pulling my ear here? So someone around you must have something with their ear. It's like really red hot. So it's either like you understand why that's coming through, or maybe it was her hearing, or somebody's had an ear piercing or something, but there's something with her ear. And I'm hearing the numbers 5 and 6. So either 56 or May, June is important. Or it could be turned around 65. So who understands that? Died of emphysema at the end on oxygen, and you're suffering with your ear. Okay, so Bernie, can you understand this May, June, or the numbers 5 and 6 at all, even the other way round? Let's hope we get through as many people as possible. Catherine, you understand it. You're 65. So, okay, Bernie. So this lady that I've got through, and Tony, you understand all of those. Okay. All right. And Catherine, you do as well. Okay. So we have to have a lady in spirit. We have to have the breathing difficulties. We have to have the number 65. I feel like... okay, and Tony, you understand it as well. Okay, let's get something else from her. I almost feel like this lady is more likely to talk about you than herself. So I feel like she must be very proud of you. So it feels like I want to ask or say, I feel like this is a mum energy or someone who was like a mum to you, because it's like she just wants to talk about you, and is more reluctant to tell you about herself. You also said 56. Yeah, Tony, absolutely. Okay, so Tony understands it as mum, and so does Bernie. Not you. Tony doesn't understand as mum. Okay, so Bernie, you understand it. Tony, are you out, darling? Let me know. And Catherine, are you still in with everything? I just need to understand who's in and who's out. So Catherine, you understand it as mum, and Bernie understands it as mum. Tony, let me know if you're out, and I'll get another piece of you're out. Okay, thank you, Tony. Thank you. Appreciate you saying. Okay, so I need to separate out Catherine and Bernie. Which one of you understands? I feel like I'm sewing. I do feel like it's with a needle rather than wool. So I'm just going to put that first. Who understands something about sewing? It could be traditional sewing or maybe needlework, you know, with the needlework, you know what, you all know what patchwork, can't even think what it is, you know, when they put it in a hoop and they do it. Do either of you understand that? Catherine, you do, darling. Okay. Dawn, hopefully we will get you one. Deborah, my mum had CPD, was on oxygen nebulizer then. May and June are birthdays. Okay. But we need to have this bit about needlework. Okay, Bernie, mum made all of our clothes, and Catherine, cat lady Jobson, me and mum. Okay, all right, Hannah, you can feel it, babes. You can feel it. Okay, so what I'm gonna say is she was great at sewing. Okay, so I'm gonna separate out Bernie and Catherine. Catherine, can you understand needlework in a hoop? You know, like when they put it in a hoop and they close it and then they make like pictures, cross stitch. That's the one I'm trying to think of. Can you understand cross stitch? And Bernie, I know she's good at sewing in clothes, but I feel like it's cross stitch. So Bernie, I will come back to you. Catherine, I feel like I'm with you because she's showing me the hoop, you know, and then the different colours and crosses and making like a picture or a pattern. Okay. Spicy ain't what you do, cross stitch. Okay. I could understand it all, but it was my gran. Okay. I feel like it's mum, Charlene, but listening because the message may well be relevant for you, darling. So listening. I always say that if there's something that you really understand in terms of the energy and it feels like it's for you, often the message does resonate. So I always say just take that in your heart. Okay. So let me get a message and then I am going to come back and pick that energy thread up for you guys. What do I need to say? I feel like I want to take you back to happy times. I feel like I want to give you memories of things that you guys enjoyed together, time spent together. And I also want you to remember that actually you were both quite good at that cross stitch. You were both quite good at the, you were both, you know, creating. And where have you lost your creativity? I want to say, are you still doing it? Are you still creating? Are you still doing cross stitch? Are you still doing the things that you used to love doing with your mum? So I want to just check yourself. Thank you, Charlene. Do you understand that message, darling? Do you understand that message, Catherine, Cat Lady Jobson? Not as much lately. So I feel like she's trying to say to you, darling, pick it up when you feel ready. Pick it up, because it gives you some peace. It gives you some thinking time. And I just feel like she wants you, even if it's not cross stitch you go back to, she wants you to go back to something that you love, something that you do just for you, that you value yourself and your time enough to give in that way. All right. Bless you. Bernie, I'm going to come back to you in just 1 second. All right, Catherine. So please take that message. Look after yourself. Give yourself a bit of self-love. Congratulate yourself on how far you've come. And remember, Mum wants you to do things that make you smile. Remember the good times. That's what she's saying. Just forget all the other rubbish stuff. Remember the things that make you smile. You do crochet more now. Okay. Thank you, darling. Kay Wizzy Jones, we are doing what I call throw-out mediumship, so everyone has the same opportunity. Bernie, I want to come back to you, my darling, because I want to pull your mum close, because your mum was very good. She did cross-stitch, but she also made clothes and was very, very talented. That's what I want to say. Do you understand that, darling? Just making sure I'm picking up Tony on that. No, was it Tony? It's Bernie. Sorry, Bernie Gear. Just want to check. Just going to check, Bernie, that I've got that bit of energy thread back, because then I can build on it. I feel like, some people would say, oh, homemade clothes, but actually people liked your clothes because she did a good job and you weren't wearing the same as everybody else. Does that make sense, darling? And I feel like people might have even paid her to do things or asked her to do things outside of the family. It should have been like a job for her, because she's very, very talented. It's like a nip and a tuck and a change something into, and it just makes something very beautiful. Makes sense? Just want to check that energy, because I feel, Bernie, that she's a busy lady as well. I feel like she's not somebody that just sits and does nothing. I feel like she's always on the go. Very resourceful, but likes to be doing stuff, doesn't like to just sit. She'll sit and sew, or she'll sit and saw, or she'll sit and do something, but she doesn't, when she's well, when she's younger, you will remember her being busy. Yeah, neighbours paid her to make some for their kids. Absolutely. Caitlin, I don't have a list, darling. I'm just doing throw-out. So listen up. Hopefully we can get round as many people as possible. She was fast as a clockwork mouse. I love that. That's why I'm feeling so busy with her. That's funny. That's funny. And Bernie, I want to say you're a little bit like your mum. Would you understand that? I feel like she's saying, two peas in a pod. You've slowed down a little bit, but you are of a similar energy. Would you understand that? Bless you, Caroline. Just want to check that she's telling me you're like that. So whether you recognize that in yourself, but I feel like you like, even if you can't be moving about or do something, your brain has to be active. And she's smiling. She's just saying you're so busy sometimes sorting everybody else out, or helping everybody else out, or thinking of everybody else, that you're kind of low down on the list, my lovely. I feel like I want to say she's strong. I feel like she's picking a big pot up. I just feel like, I don't know why I need to say it, but I feel like she could be underestimated, which makes me wonder if she was quite little, but I just feel like she's strong. She's got physical strength as well as energetic strength. Does that make sense, my darling? And let's get some messages for you. I feel like, Bernie, I don't know if you've been feeling tired or you've got a few health issues going on or just your energy is a bit low, but I feel like she wanted to give you a little bit of her pizzazz, a little bit of her boom, a little bit, yeah, I just feel like she's a little pocket rocket. That's what I want to say. It's like, I don't know if you understand her saying this, but it's like she wants to give you some of that energy. She wants you to remember to look after yourself, to fill your energy cup back up before you go off whizzing everywhere. And I feel like I just want to say to you, keep doing what you're doing, my darling, because you're amazing and you're beautiful, and I'm so proud of you. I feel like she watches over you from spirit, and I feel like you do feel her close. You're very spiritual. I feel like she's just saying, just go with the flow. There's other things you can do to keep your brain active, and just feel her close, and she loves you loads. So I'm going to leave you, Bernie, with her love, and just say thank you. So let me see. Okay, so for those of you that have joined us, welcome and hello. If I haven't personally said hello to you, then I'm sorry and welcome. I'm doing what I call throw-out mediumship. There's probably a better name for it, but it means that spirit lead who comes through rather than me picking people, because that just seems to be the fairest way for me. So I'm just going to lean in and see. Okay, so I'm hearing two names here, and I'm just going to say I feel like there's a name beginning with E, like for Elsie or something like that. And I feel like there's a name beginning with S for Susan or Sarah or something like that. So I feel like they're both female names, but I just feel like they're bringing them forward for me. And I feel like this is one person. So the names must be connected to them in some way. I feel like I need to talk about the number 7 and the number 2. So that will be July and February. And I feel like, or the number 72, like for your age, or 27 or something like that. And I feel like, so we've got an E and an S, and we've got a 7 and a 2, which might be July and February, or the 2 and the 7. And I feel like, there's some energy here because I want to talk about popcorn, but I'm feeling like it's popping corn. So I'm just going to put those out there. Does anyone understand anything that I've been saying? Who understand? You can take the months, Charlene, okay, but you can't take the E or the S. Well, you're Charlene, aren't you? So there is an S there, okay? Can you understand somebody with a name beginning with E, darling? I hope so as well, Paula. I hope you get somebody, darling. Your people will all be there, darling. Caitlin, you're 27, due a baby in July. Can you understand? We have to have the E and the S, and I want somebody who can take all of it. So we've got a letter E and we've got an S, and we've got the 27, so the 2 and the 7. Suzanne Emma, 72. Could be a date of birth. Is that you can take those names, Laura, or are you recanting the evidence just so that I'm getting there? Can anybody understand? So Charlene understands, okay. Can anybody understand why I've been making reference to popcorn or pop-in? So either their energy is high, or there's something about popping popcorn that is a memory for you or a link. Rebecca Yates, I can take all of this. Elsie in spirit, Aunt Sarah, her daughter, cousin Sarah, and I can take the months. Okay, so we've got the Elsie there as well. Does anybody understand why I feel the need to talk about popping or popcorn? Charlene, you do. Okay. And you can also take popcorn and energy. Okay, so I need to separate out Charlene and Rebecca. Okay, so, bless you, Caitlin. Okay, I feel like we're with Charlene and Rebecca. So let's just see if I can separate them out. Okay. Let's just see. I'm going to ask her to give me something. I feel like this lady has got lovely handwriting, guys. I feel like she's got lovely handwriting. And I even want to say that when she signed off, she would either do a little kiss or a little picture, like of a little cat or something. I just feel like there'd be something that she would draw or doodle. So I feel like you must have received letters or cards from her. Her handwriting is beautiful. And I just feel like when she signs off, there's something about her signing off and maybe a little picture or a little kiss or there's just something about the sign off that's important. Okay. Good afternoon, Christine. Yes, it's my nan. She was a medium. Okay. Thank you. Do you understand the writing? Do you understand the writing? Everyone that could take all of it. So only those people that understand everything that I've said. Can you understand this thing about the writing and the sign off? Charlene, is that a yes to the sign off, darling? And Charlene, you understand the S and the Esther. You can understand the writing. Yes, and everyone in my family has beautiful handwriting except for me. And Rebecca, you were the lady that had the Elsie, and I do believe I said that name, didn't I? It was one of the names I actually said out loud. Okay. All right. Let's just see what else we're saying. I feel like, what else do I want to talk about? I feel like I want to say her house is full of things. I feel like she just loves her ornaments. She loves her things. And I want to say, is there something about a cat with her, either a physical cat or a China cat, or I just want to talk about a cat. Hello, Nessie. Okay. So, Rebecca Yates, can you understand a cat? And Charlene understands a cat. Okay, depending on what Rebecca says, I'm going to separate them out and come back to you. Charlene, grab Elsie. Mum Susan told me I was like popcorn, always pop in here. Oh my gosh, cats always sit outside our house, not even hers. Okay. You can take the cat spirit. Okay, so I've got 3 people who can take all of this. Let me just ask them to separate them out and I will come back to you. Okay. Okay, so I'm just drawn to a memory and I need to say that you will remember a boiled egg. I feel like she used to make you boiled eggs and I feel like there's something special about it. Either you used to decorate the eggs or it's just you just associate her with an egg. But I feel like I need to talk about a boiled egg. And I'm hoping that separates out Charlene, Rebecca, and Carlene. We've got 2 Charlenes here, Charlene Clark and Charlene Shaz and Rebecca. So I feel like one of you will really remember why I'm talking about boiled eggs and this lovely lady. Sat painting, egg painting, rolled them down heels. Okay. Okay, all right. So we've got all three here. Okay, so I'm going to get all three of you a message. Okay, and I'm going to separate you out. So I want to come to Charlene first. Okay, Charlene Clark, I'm going to come to you first. Charlene, Shaz, and Rebecca Yates, hold on. I will come back to you. Okay, but Charlene Clark with your great gran Elsie and your mum Susan. Okay, I feel like what I want to say to you is, for some reason, I want to put you outside, Charlene. Does this make sense? So I want to put you outside our house. So either she had a lovely garden or you really like being outside. Would you understand this? So I'm working with Charlene Clark first. I'm just going to try and separate you all out completely because I feel like they're so similar. They're just sharing evidence. Yeah. And I feel like, I want to say, I'm just asking her for something specific for you, darling. I'm asking her for something specific for you. I feel like, I want to say you've lost that joyfulness of playing. Would you understand that, darling? I feel like you were really inquisitive when you were little, when you're remembering these times with her. I feel like there's a joy about you, a bit of a sazz about you. And I feel like recently you've just lost it. I feel like for some reason, maybe life's just taken over and the seriousness of, getting a bit older and moving forward, but there's something about you not being that joyful girl that you were. Would you understand that, Charlene Clark? Because I feel like there's a creativity that needs to be spoken about, like you were saying, painting the eggs. That's the bit I want to come back to you with her. Just placing these three lovely ladies. We've got a lady for Charlene, we've got a lady for the other Charlene, and we've got a lady for Rebecca. Lost myself a while, now doing well-being and got sparked back. Okay, so she's making reference to your journey then. Okay. And I feel like it's like you would understand there's something artistic in how you're doing that. I feel like you're using your creativity to help push forward and maybe now to help others as well. Would you understand? Yeah, absolutely. Always doing arts and crafts and stop for a while. I feel like she's proud of the journey you've been on. I feel like she wants you to remember how far you've come. I feel like she wants you to remember how you can help others who are feeling a bit stuck, who are feeling a bit like their world's tumbled down, and you know how to give them those stepping stones in order to go forward. I feel like she just needs you to know how proud she is of you, how beautiful you are, and just keep going, keep being. Does that make sense, darling? Absolutely. And you're going to grow so much. You're going to learn so much about yourself. It's like what she's showing me is the path is just in front of you. It's just lighting up. It's just coming forward. So keep going is what she's saying. Don't give up. Always keep looking forward. Remember how far you've come. And she gives you a massive, massive hug and love. Okay. So thank you for working with me, Charlene Clark. Now I want to come back to the lovely Rebecca Yates. I'm just hearing the name Rebecca, so I feel like I need to come back to Rebecca first. And Rebecca, I know that in the previous answers you've given me, you said that you could take the names, the Elsie, the Susan, and the Sarah, and the handwriting and all of those bits. And I feel like Rebecca, I want to say, I feel like you've lost a few people. Does that make sense? Either that or you've suffered recently. I feel like there's an element of a little bit of loneliness around you. Would you understand this, Rebecca? Just wait for Rebecca to do, and then I will come back to Charlene Shaz to finish this link off. Absolutely, yes. Because I feel like they want to give you a hug. I feel like they want you to remember that you're never on your own. I feel like they want you to remember that you've got your spirit team with you. I feel like you've got your spirit family with you. But I also want you to remember how resilient you are. I need you to remember that they'll always be in your soul. They're always part of your story. And that even though sometimes you just wonder what it's all about, you've got a lot of living to do. You've got a lot of adventure to have. And I feel like you're just at the beginning, just similar message, which doesn't surprise me why the evidence was so overlapping. But it's like they want to say, okay, you've got this, babes. Head up. Step forward. Now you make it happen. They want you to remember how you've always had to be resilient because your path was hard. Yeah, you've not had it easy at all. You've not had it landed on your lap, and you've had people let you down, darling, or you've just had challenges. But they want you to remember that each one of those things has taught you a little bit more about you, about how strong you are. And they want you to know that you're flying. Yeah. So don't be hard on yourself. Give yourself a little bit of self-love. Give yourself a dollop of kindness. Remember how beautiful you are. Okay. And so I just feel like I just want to say to you, darling, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Keep your energy high. Keep your aspirations high. Because do you know what, darling? You can do it. You can do it. And Spirit is sending you so much love. So much love. I feel like you've not always been told how amazing you are. If that's wrong, maybe you haven't been hearing it. But I feel like I need you to know that they're telling you every moment of every second now. They're trying to make up for all of the hurts you had, all of the difficulties you've had. They just want you to know that you're amazing. So I'm going to leave you with her love, with their love, and just trust and believe you've got a wonderful path forward because you deserve it. Okay, darling? Okay, so Charlene. I want to come back to Charlene Shaz finally. I just need to pick up this bit because I know that you could take a black cat, and I know that you're the lady whose nan is a medium, and I feel like you're the medium. And I feel like she stepped back because she wanted the others to come first, but I feel like she would have been a very gentle, kind person, a very knowledgeable person, a very insightful wisdom person. Does that make sense, Charlene? I feel like it's like she's learned her life from many lives. That's what I want to say. There's a lot of wisdom there, But I also want to say, like many of us mediums, she could be quite sensitive to energy, to toxicity, to reading it, to feeling it, to being that empath. And I feel like there's a little message in there for you as well, just to remember with your energy, darling, that when you're working, it's like the bigger the connection, stronger the connection that you get with Spirit. It's like you feel the energy so close. You just can't tolerate nonsense. You can't tolerate negativity. And so just to be mindful of that, if you find yourself getting knackered, if you find yourself getting reactive, it's generally because somewhere you've either tried to fix, over promise, over share, over deliver, or there's somebody around you that's just upsetting your energy a little bit. And she wants you to remember that your gift comes with a legacy, and that it's to be worked at. Everyone has to work at their mediumship. Everyone has to continue that pathway. But she loves the fact that you continue to embrace it. You continue to step that forward. She's working very closely with you, darling, and I know you feel that. I know you know it, but it's still lovely for her to come through. So I'm going to leave you, Charlene, with her love, with her energy, with her beautiful, beautiful nature. And remember, 2 peas in a pod. Okay, that's what I need to say to you. 2 peas in a pod. You're doing it, darling. Okay. Bless you, bless you. You may already be doing lives on here, darling. If you're not, then do. I don't know all of the readers. I know there's some fabulous readers. I suspect you probably are, or you're thinking about it. Okay. So thank you. Let's see who we have. Thank you, everybody. Let's just see who else we have. Okay, so who understands a name beginning with T, as in for Tim? I feel like there's a Tim or a Timothy. It's definitely a name beginning with T. And I also want to talk about the number 8, so August time. And I also want to say that I feel like there's an illness going on here that is not kind. So I'm just going to pause there and see who understands T or Tim in particular, the number 8 or August. So it could be like they're in their 80s. It could be there's a number 8 in their date, or an 8 anywhere, or August is important. And I feel like there's an illness involved here. I can take on my mother said, and my mother not well. Oh, bless you. So we've got a T for Trevor. No one can understand Tim. Sometimes I change them up. But I just want to check nobody understands the Tim, first of all. Anybody understand Tim for them, and he passed at 80. Okay, so Charlene, do you feel like I might still be with your energy? On your mother's side, and my mother was not well. Okay. Timmy, my cousin, had passed on. Okay, yes, the Tim will be in spirit. Tim has to be in spirit, Paul. Tom, my dad with dementia. Okay, so we've got Paul from the USA. Lovely. Okay, so we've got Charlene, we've got Paul, and we've got Mandy with a Tom. So I'm just going to lean into him a little bit more. I feel like this illness, and I feel like it's his illness, and I feel like it's really not kind, which tells me the journey with the illness is probably quite long, and drawn out, and I'm feeling quite emotional. So I feel like, I just feel like it was sad to watch. Does this make sense? Used to have a housemate, Tim, had MS. Okay. Tony was August, passed from cancer. No, this T has to be, he was young when he passed on. Okay. All right. And Paul, yours was a Timmy, wasn't he? Do you understand, Paul? Do you understand he had an illness, sweetheart? Just seeing who else can. Pass from cancer. The chat, sorry, I'm just trying to read your comments and the chat's gone mad. Okay, so Tim was your grandmother's son. Okay. All right. Okay, so Charlene, what I'm going to, and it was the cancer, and that's the connection I just had, Charlene. That was your grandmother. Would you understand that? Just going to clear this up, and then I'm going to come back to Paul. because I feel like it was a new one, but they've kind of like dovetailed. Yeah, okay. All right. So I'm going to just ask your grandmother to step away because we've had a lovely message from her and a hug. All right. Thank you. So we're gonna ask her to step to one side. But Paul, I do feel like the energy's coming your way because you could also take I feel like the energy's coming for you. So it's a cousin. Could you understand anything about August or the number 8, darling? Just want to check out that bit of evidence. If not, I need to. So the thing that we've had is that he's got a long drawn out illness. It's very horrible to watch, which is like a decline. We need the name Timmy or Tim. I said T, you said Timmy, not me. I said Tim. And I've got the number 8 or August. So I just need to check out, do you understand the number 8? My birthday and a Leo. Okay, thank you, darling. Caroline, Tony passed in August with cancer. Okay, all right. Charlene, thank you, darling. We've closed that connection now, so I'm thanking you for that. Really appreciate that. I'm just going to work with Paul for a moment, guys, okay? Because I feel like, Paul, you'd understand that you had a lot of common. You'd understand I'm smiling. I feel like there's like a real fun connection between the two of you. You love spending time together, and I feel like there's a little bit of cheekiness there as well. Do you understand that? I feel like, you know, before it takes over, there's a lot of cheekiness, there's a lot of banter, there's a lot of keep your smile on your face. You understand that? And because he's saying he doesn't want me to paint him as this, you know, heavy chap, I feel like I want to say there's a lot of joy, a lot of joy, and I feel like you two spent a lot of time together, so that makes me feel like as well, maybe when he's not able to do as much, you still keep in contact. Would you understand that, Paul? I feel like people start to fall away, but you don't. Do you understand that? And I want to say he loves you like a brother. I feel like, you know, not all of our family is biological. Sometimes people just come into our lives and it's like a connection. It's like a forever. It's like an absolute. Do you understand that? And I want to say he's also taught you a lot. Watching his journey, being able to walk alongside him has taught you a lot about life, has taught you a lot about how things should be. And it's like you make a pledge to live your life as best you can, as doing as much as you can for him as well. Yeah. But you know that material things are nothing. You know, we don't take that with us, that, you know, the purest, the loveliest of souls can have the hardest of journeys. And I want you to remember his vibrancy. I want you to remember how he made you laugh. I want you to remember that he could read you. He understood how you were feeling. You know, everyone else sort of worried about him, wrapped him in cotton wool, but he knew when you needed something too. And that was because there was a balance there between the two of you. It wasn't all one-sided. It wasn't all look after Timmy. It was a genuine connection. And even though I feel he's been past a while, his love for you goes on, and he just needs you to know that he's walking your path right beside you, and keep going. So I hope that makes sense, Paul. You are so welcome, my darling. Thank you, Chloe. That's lovely. Thank you. So we got a good few reads in. The hour always just disappears, doesn't it, guys? But I'm going to leave you with my love, because this afternoon I'm reading on TikTok, so I need to preserve my energy. I'm going to hit there probably well, we'll see. I might just give it half an hour and go on. It might be 5 o'clock, but I'm always on TikTok. Authentic Medium is my handle. No numbers, just that. Follow me on Facebook. Remember, there's loads of wonderful readers here. And if you're a reader, give Stacey or Veronica a reach out, because it's a wonderful, wonderful platform to work on. So I'm going to leave you all with my love. I'm going to say really big thank you to Stace, who also does the most amazing job. She's a reader too, by the way, of tagging. And it's been lovely to see so many of you in here. I'm back on here in 2 weeks' time, every other Tuesday at 2 o'clock UK time. This is where you find me. So, but give me a follow on Facebook, see where I am, what I'm doing. Whoever that was earlier, who's in Winton or Bournemouth, I will be there in August. So it'd be lovely if you could come along. And lovely connections. If your loved one did not come through, please know they're there. Please know they're okay. It's just how we work and who we pull through that comes up. So keep watching, keep hoping, and I know that they will come through someday. All right. Take care, guys. And thank you. I will let Stace finish the session. Thank you. Thank you, guys.